I don't want it to be too long, so I won't do all of this at once. Like, the scapula is pretty straightforward, so I can walk you through it just to hit it again. But really the tricky part is the articulation of the humerus to the bones of the forearm. So that's really the point. But before we get going, we can look at this, just remind ourselves about some of these structures. A lot of the structures on here are just geographic. Like, these three things are all called what? Margins? Or borders. I think I see them as borders somewhere too. Which one of these is medial? This one or this one? This one? Yep, this is medial. So that makes this lateral, and this is superior. And that makes this the superior angle, and this is the inferior angle. Now, if you know that this is medial, then if you wanted to figure out how this sits on the body, if you put it over here, the medial border is pointing out lateral, right? If I put it here, the medial border is pointing to my spine, right? Towards the middle of my body. What you can't see when it's sitting in proper anatomical position is this whole under part. What do we call this big dish that's kind of underneath the scapula? Subscapular fossa, like a submarine. You don't want to confuse it with the under part fossa. So what is this part called? Spine. So under the spine is the infraspinous fossa, and above the spine is the supraspinous fossa. Now, the spine is, you can feel it on your back, yeah? But it's like got a bunch of muscle on top and below. And down under here, there's muscle too. Excuse me. So that's why I want to name these parts, because there are muscles attached there. And then last three things is there's like this acrobat here jumping over the bone. So this is the acromion process, or the acromion. And then here's our little crow. See, it's got a wing, a little beak, all that stuff, but it's not called the crow process, it's called the coracoid process. And then I think the last thing on your list is this cavity that's shaped like Glenn from HR. You don't even want to say. Too cheesy. Glenoid cavity. What bone articulates there? The humerus. What structure articulates there?
The head of the humerus.
The head of the humerus. So keep in mind, you might get asked that. How about what bone articulates here? The clavicle. What structure?
The acromial end of it.
The acromial end of the clavicle. Yeah, good. So again, some of this stuff is for muscle attachments, but when it is all about bone meeting bone, you might see a question that says, name the bone that articulates here, or name the structure that articulates here, head of humerus. So that's just kind of a recap on that. So, start a new video, and how much time?